Hello. So, okay. Ark Survival Ascended. I'm a little bit upset with the game right now, but I want to do this kind of methodically if I can. I'm probably going to miss things. So, for anyone who doesn't know, there is various ways you can play this game. If you've never played this game before, it's called Ark Survival Ascended. You're thrown into a world. You tame dinosaurs. To kill big monsters. Harvest resources. Make your own base. Stuff like that. There's an in-game boss where you access when you kill it, you ascend and go. And basically, what you're supposed to do when you ascend is you kind of download your survivor, your dinos and stuff. You can do that, and then you ascend, and it's basically the end of the game. And you can take your characters and your dinos onto another map. There's multiple maps. There's now in Ascended. There's only the only other official map is Scorched Earth right now. Not a fan of Scorched Earth, so I'm not really going to be playing it. But what has upset me is there is a vast, vast difference between servers and single player / non-dedicated servers spawn rates for dinos. Massive, massive differences. And I'm going to show those to you. So you can make an informed decision if you wish to play this game or not. And if you think this is a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing. I'm going to keep playing because that's the only thing I can do. But now I have to make the decision. Do I want to spend more money to buy a server that has better spawn rates so I can get the dinos I want or not? Now, if you wish to, you don't have to play Ascended. There is this is basically the remastered version and updated engine and everything of a game called Ark Survival Evolved. Very good game, kind of buggy. It usually is with these types of games. And it's got you got to buy the extra maps and stuff if you want all the extra maps and everything. But it's a very very good game if you wish to play it. And those single player spawns are actually pretty much on par with the servers on Ascended. So I'm going to show this to you so you can make an informed decision. I paid $5, I think it was, for a 3-day server. You can own Ark Survival Extended. You can only get a server, a dedicated server from Nitrado. You can play on official servers if you wish to. You can play on unofficial servers if you wish to, if you got friends. If you want your own server, you have to go through Nitrado. They made a deal. Nitrado basically gave Ark Survival Extended company maker, I can't remember the name off the top of my head right now, the money to fund this Ark Ascended. They ran out of money. They went with Nitrado, got together with some kind of deal, and for I think the next 3 years, as soon as the game released back in, I think it was October, September, sometime last year, at the end of the month, that they would have Nitrado only as the server provider for people to rent servers and stuff from, as part of the deal to get money. And a lot of people are upset about that, of course, because Nitrado is not very good when they're an EU-based company, when there are some that in America that would help the Americans not have to go through other companies. Like the closest server I got that was the best ping was in Miami. There was Miami, there was Los Angeles, and there's one other I can't remember in the US. But the closest one that I could get was Miami. And I'm in Texas. So Florida. Texas to Florida. Not that great of a distance, but still pretty big distance. So, I'm going to go through this as methodically as I can to show you the difference in the dinos. I'm going to go over the mods I have because I've tried to download the exact same mods I have in my single player experience. I couldn't download them all because some of them were just not available to be added to the server for whatever reason, but I got their equivalent basically. And I'm going to go over the mods that I have for my single player so you can look at them. So we got this stack mod, we got sleepable beds, kibble vending machines. This is one that is not the same on the server, Easy Death Recovery, because I couldn't get this one for whatever reason. It has been replaced by Death Inventory Keeper. Basically what Death Inventory Keeper does, instead of you having to craft an item to get your inventory back, what this mod does, Death Inventory Keepers just let you keep your stuff when you die, basically. Meat Spooler. I could not get Meat Spooler through the server. So I downloaded, what was it? I don't think I downloaded anything because there is there's a Meat Spooler item in Automated Arc. So that's why I didn't download it. It's basically the same thing. Imbue and Upgrade Station is the same. Bag Up. So I didn't get a bag mod, but you can't get bag up in the server deal. I decided to just not go with it. Auto Doors is the same. Better Tranks can't download to the server. So I went with, where is it? Here it is. Ultimate Tranks instead. Have custom Dino levels. Peros Cryo Storage, Teleporters ASA, Easy Honey Hive, Easy Ungram Unlocker, Nanos Reusables, Resource Gatherers, Dino Plus, Visual Storage, Automated Arc, Nanos Potion Mods, and Super Spy Guys Plus. These are the two that I added that can only be used, that are only used on the server. These are the only two different ones. And the other two that I don't have. 3 I don't have. So, first we're going to go into my single player non-dedicated. I'm going to do it through non-dedicated because people have been saying non-dedicated is supposed to actually be the same as the servers. I'm here to tell you it is not. I cannot get it to do it like that. Now, I've also turned off custom dino levels in non-dedicated because I was trying to get it to populate more dinosaurs. And I'm going to just like go in here. As you can see, all the mods are in here that they're supposed to be in here. I don't have the ones that are for the server only turned on. I also turned off, like I said, custom dino levels in my non-dedicated server to see if I could see if it was somehow messing up with my spawns, but it's not. If you want to go, here's the custom dino levels and the 2 ultimate tranks and Death Inventory Keeper. Game rules. I started with the easy difficulty setting. I have not changed the max count. This increases the number of spawns. It is set at default. This is the same across all difficulty settings, I think. On the easy difficulty settings, this is what is set as default. 1. I don't know. And that is actually the max. That you can set here. You could also type in a number. It might work. I'm not sure. You might be better off doing something in the ini files. Adding, it's not in the ini files, but adding something called Dino Count Multiplier will up the number of dinosaurs as well. That might be also something we would have to try out and see. This is going to be at least a 30-minute video. I'm going to do 15 minutes after a dino wild wipe on my non-dedicated, and then I'm going to do a 15 minutes of a wild dino wipe on the server, so you can see the difference in how it populates. So I just wanted to show you that the dino count is still at 1 default. And it's on 1 as well on the server. So I'm going to click non-dedicated. I got the click on private match. I got the password and everything in here. And this basically just makes the server on my own system. Little bit extra laggy, but it is basically a server that will keep on running as long as I'm logged in. It acts like the game is a server. Basically, instead of a single player, which actually has kind of a little bit of a difference, non-dedicated doesn't. So this is my world. I've been making a series on this. Is kind of why I was getting into this. I was starting up a series and everything. I've got a bunch of dinos. I was just about to start harvesting. I was looking for this right here, a dodecarus. I could not find one for the life of me at all. So, and also if you do not know, let me bring up the map for you so you can see. Up in here, this is the snow biome. There are penguins in this game. They're called Curicura or something like that. I can't pronounce it. I just call them penguins because that's basically what they are. In Ark Survival Evolved, on these icebergs out here on the edges of the maps, the penguins spawn up here on these icebergs. A pretty good bit of them. On Ark Survival Ascended, single player and non-dedicated, they do not spawn out there on the map. And they do on the servers. They do on the regular servers. On the Nitrado server, they do. I'll show you it. But I just wanted to let you know, that's what mainly led me into looking into this. And why is this such an issue? I think they just nerfed the shit out of dino spawns because it's such a upgrade graphics wise that they just could not have as many dinos for single players even and non-dedicated. A server can handle it because the server's got the memory, the stuff, and things like that. The server is made to handle it, but I'm going to show you it is a massive, massive difference, and you need to make a decision of yourself of if you want to go with the server or not. If you can stand, I personally almost can't stand. I might just go and do a server, but then I have to explain to myself, why do I have to pay extra money to actually get the game to run like it's supposed to, basically. Is what I have to do. And I would be paying, let me check right quick. I have Nitrado up right here right now. If I was doing this. So right now, a 30-day server, a 3-day server, sorry, is $4.58 European. It's not in American, so it's European. Euros, basically. To upgrade the 3-day server to a 30-day server, it's going to cost me, it would cost 20 euros. If I go to the currency conversion, euro to dollar, and go 20 euros. Let's just go. It's not 20 euros even. It's 1978 or something like that. But I'll just say 20 euros. It's $21.70 for a 30-day server. Yeah, I just don't understand it personally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the dino spawns right now. So I'm just going to double tap this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go cheat and go space list dinos and hit enter. And this is the dinos on my server. Now, some of this is also that it's only in the area I am in, because the way they do this is they cull far away far ways. That is called, it's basically called stasis. There is a command you can use when you launch the game. If you're launching the game through Steam, you can add a command line argument to it called -prevent hibernation. And that will actually let the dinosaurs outside of your range do things. It is a very, very heavy taxing. You're basically treating your computer like a server if you do that. So I'm going to try that eventually. That might be another video after this one. But this right here is what's kind of in my area right now as a deal. And I'm going to show you what I'm mainly talking about is the penguins. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to cheat, leave me alone. Basically what leave me alone does is it makes dinos just ignore me. And then I'm also going to go, it also kind of turns on God mode as well. And then I'm going to go to cheat, fly, so I can fly like this. And I'm just going to show you the dinos around. And I'm going to move around and we're going to find what is going on. So we're going to go up to the ice first thing first. And I want you to see the difference between a server and a non-server. And excuse me while I'm hungry. I'm really, really hungry right now. I had dinner earlier, but it's about 10 o'clock at night. So, okay. If we go towards the pit of despair, that'll take us up to the ice. So, here we are right here. Here's what's I call the pit of despair. This is just a bunch of dinosaurs. That it's basically, see, just spawned in, those two big ones down there. Also, I have in my inventory this. I can do, oh, maybe I don't have it on right now. Wait, why isn't that working? Is it because I have God mode on? It shouldn't matter. Yeah, I can't consume it for some reason. Let me do cheat, walk. That should sit me down. And then cheat, enable, leave me alone. Okay. And then can I use it now? Yeah, I can. Okay. So I'm gonna turn that on. And if this has got like predator vision, so we can see things. I don't know if it's going to turn itself off if we do the deal. So let's do the leave me alone again and the fly. All right. It's still on right now, so that's good, and we can turn it on and off. All right. So these are the icebergs right here. There's supposed to be these penguin things. I want to see if I can, I don't know if I can find any or not. They're so hard to find now. I had some spawned over here. I just don't know if they're still here. I was doing looks around, and they were like down here somewhere. Let me turn on Predator so I can see if I can see them. No, that's not one of them. Those are Hespercornis or whatever they're called. Here we go. These are the penguins right here. These are the penguins. These little dudes right here, the Kararuki. And look how few there are right now. I'm going to turn Predator mode back on so you can see. And these guys right here. These are what's supposed to spawn up at the icebergs up here. Let's go back this way. So up here at these icebergs is where they're supposed to spawn. Right here. And they're not here, obviously. And they're also spawned all along this edge here, down here on this ice. Also, a lot of other things spawn on the servers as well. But there was supposed to be penguins all over these things. Especially this one. This is the one that's the farthest out. This is the most populated one. Because it's pretty much the biggest one. But this is supposed to be the most populated one. There's nothing here. As you can see, I have Predator mode on, and there's nothing here at all whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I get it. You're trying to save people's frames and stuff, their computers and stuff, and things like that. But it's way too much downtoned compared to Survival Evolved. And I'll show you Survival Evolved when we get onto the server because it's basically the same thing as the server. Now, also, like I said, I was trying to find a Doedicurus, and they're supposed to be spawned all around this mountain because they like breaking rocks. Yeah, it's what they're for. They're to break rocks so you can gather rocks quicker, bigger stacks, and things like that, and stuff like that. But that's what they were for. They were supposed to break rocks and things like that. But I cannot, for the life of me, find them in this area at all. There's also this mountain over here, and this is one of the places I saw one earlier over here, but it was getting attacked by a saber-tooth, so it's probably totally a saber-tooth cat snack, and things. And if we go and do another, so let me also show you the list dinosaurs again, so you can see it. So now this is the list now because we've been through all this area. So it's populated the list of dinosaurs that's in our area, have been in our area. So if we look around, Doed character, there's 1 female tamed and 2 wild that I've not even seen, but we've passed by, so they registered in the system. So eventually they'll despawn and they won't be in this list anymore because it takes a while though. They don't automatically disappear. They're put in what is called stasis, where they don't move, don't get attacked. They just sit there. And if they're in stasis for so long, they despawn, and other dinosaurs will spawn in place when you get to that area again. That's kind of how it works, as far as I found out. So, I just wanted to show you this so you know, because that's what really tipped me off with something was wrong, was when I can't find a Doedicurus, because Doedicurus is actually one of the easiest things to find in this game. It's pretty common, especially when you get to the Rocky Mountains area, and I couldn't find a single damn one for some reason. Now, I'm going to go over here to this deal right here. This is where I actually found mine. Is over here in this. Oh, it's over here even further. Sorry. It's this mountaintop right here. Let me turn this off so you can see. But this right here, this mountaintop right here is where I found mine. But this is also where I found my Ankylosaurus, and I found a crap ton more Ankylosaurus in here than I found other things. And now I can't find an Ankylosaurus to save my life here. There's not any. See, we got the saber-toothed cats are all over here, but not Ankylosaurus or Doedicurons or anything. I think it was like right in this area where I found my right in this area, I think, where I found mine, and it was being attacked by a saber-tooth, so I quickly picked up the saber-tooth with the Argentavis and killed it, and things like that. So what we're going to go do now is I'm going to go back to my base here that I have as my starting home. Oops. Went way past it. All right, let's get over here and sit down a little bit. And then let me turn off things. Whoops, wrong one. Just to hit walk and then leave me alone. So that turns that God mode thing off. All right. So like I said, I'm going to sit here for 15 minutes. I'm going to do a destroy wild dinos. Cheat. Space destroy Wild. Maybe it's one word. Okay. What is it then? But I can't find it. Here we go. This one. Destroy wild dinos. Now, real quick, let me go through and give another list dinos so you can see. As you can see, this is our list now. It populates pretty quickly, but I want to give it 15 minutes to see what happens. So, yes, uh, I'm going to let this just sit here. Like I said, for 15 minutes. I have my phone right here. I'm going to put a timer on it, and I'm going to keep recording. Now you can skip ahead 15 minutes if you want. I have it set for 15 minutes, as you can see. You can skip ahead 15 minutes if you want, but just so somebody doesn't say, well, you didn't, you just cut to it. Maybe you didn't do it. Maybe you did something funny while you were not record, while you cut it. I'm going to just sit here while recording this. I'm going to put my mic up and I'm going to mute myself. But I'm going to be here for 15 minutes. You can just skip ahead 15 minutes and then we'll go and walk around the world and look again. And you can see that it's going to be the exact same we had. So, yeah, but I'll be talking to you again in 15 minutes. All right. It's been 15 minutes. So let's do a list of dinos here. Oh, Sammy's upset. Least list dinos. Cheat list dinos. There it is. All right. So this is our deal right now. That is in our range. And just look how small some of the numbers are comparatively. And how big some of the annoyances are. Like the Ichisaurus. There's 5 out there, so that's not bad right now. But that's going to go up as soon as we move around. There's an Alpha Raptor out somewhere. A Doid character, there's only tame. These down here are the tames, none out in the wild. These are my things down here. Most of them. Alright. Also, it's nighttime, so that's not a good thing. He's got a deal saying there's an enemy around. It could be like something out in the water or something, I'm not sure. But real quick, let's do that one. And then a fly. Alright, let's head over to the Pit of Despair and then we'll head north to the Deals. And we'll just fly around up there waiting for things to spawn in because we got to get close to it for it to start spawning stuff around. Alright. So there's nothing right now at the pit. We wait here just a few minutes, it'll start spawning. Because we did approach kind of quickly up here. See, we already got some raptors spawn down here. Some other things will spawn in just a minute. Something for them to care about, most likely. Pretty dark, isn't it? What was the... Now we have night vision, so we can at least see that better, maybe. So let's head over here. So this is where I've seen some things before. There's a Mechacorus. Some of the Kirikou. So there's been some of those in there. We'll switch to Predator mode so we can see. So this is an iceberg. This is an iceberg. Is this the big one right here? Yeah, this is the big one right here. There's nothing. Nothing. Let's do another list of dinos here. So, see, it's gotten up. We got a bee queen out there that we passed by. See if we can see a Kuroko or something here. The penguins listed, if we can see them. If not, that means we haven't passed by any yet. We passed by some Thalicos, at least one. Here we go. There's 12 of them. We passed by 12 of them somewhere. That's actually not that bad. There's a Uterantis and some things. Carnotaurus. Here we go. Here's they are, right here. Here's the penguins. Off here near the rhinos. Let's switch to night mode so you can see. And this is where they are right here. Right underneath us. And if we go over here, it's been a few minutes, so they should be spawning here if they were here. Nothing. Nothing. It just, the spawns are nowhere near as what there should be. And I'll show it to you when we get to the server. Let's go back over here to the pit and see. Yeah, there's even more now here. So now there's some Ankies here. The Raptors are still here. An Argentavis has spawned. Here's some more Ankies over here. Nothing spawned down off in this caldera right now. Which there's supposed to be a chance of a Gigantosaurus off in here, I think. But I never see it off in there. I remember we saw in our first series, we saw something in there, but I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was a Gigantosaurus. I think it's something else. I'm going to follow this path again like we did before. But there should be like things off in here. There should be Ankylosauruses. There should be saber-toothed tigers, raptors, Allosauruses. All that stuff should be off in here. But it's not for some reason. There's none in here. There's nothing for some reason. There's a saber-tooth right here, a level 150 wild saber-tooth. Would like to have it, but I'm not going to try for it. Trying to see where I am here. I need to turn around this way. Go the other side of the deal. And over here to this thing, if I'm not mistaken, is the other one. Predator allows you to ignore the deals, which is nice. But there's nothing on this mountain at all. I'm going to set here for a minute to see if anything like spawns. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing on this mountain that'll spawn. I haven't seen hardly anything spawn on this mountain, which is surprising. Because, like I said, this is usually a really popular spot, especially for you to see the crystals and everything. But usually, there's like at least raptors, Allosauruses on this, but nothing. Saber-tooths, nothing at all here. It's completely empty. And people have noticed this. There's Reddit posts about it and everything. But I wanted to record it myself to see really how bad the difference is. It's really damn bad. See, it's like 3 in the morning. It's going at a pretty good clip here. Let's go back. Let's go over to that deal I showed you earlier. Let's head south, um, southeast. This way? Is that correct? Yeah, that's the route. Let's do this so we can see. We're in the mist. There we go. Now we can see. All right. Here we go. Here's the mountain over here. I'm going to sit here and let things load in real quick for a couple minutes. Let the list populate. In fact, let's do another one. We've still not seen any beavers besides our tamed beaver at all. We've seen 9 aloes. Here's the Karuko. Still the 12 only. The Dodecadons. Where's the Dodecadons at? To see if we've seen any more. There's a dodo. We passed 89 wild dodos. We passed 5 wild Ichiosaurus, actually. Wow, that's kind of nice. Trying to find a... I think there should be down here at the bottom because we have our own, and it would have populated it down here at the bottom, right? Doed characters. We've seen 1 wild, besides my tamed one. We've only seen 1 wild one. Okay, so this should be populated now. And it's also almost morning, so this should lighten up pretty quickly here. There's an Anki, so we got some Anki spawns. There's one of those flying guys. And I've been here for a minute or so, and it's still only that single Anki and that flying deal. I don't get it, personally. Why is it so bad? I mean, sure, you should turn down the tames because it'll be really hard on people's computers, but you shouldn't need to turn it down this much at all. These are hyenodons here. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to base. And then we'll go and we'll get onto the server. Let me do this. Let's walk. Turn that off as well. And let's do this dinos again. We've seen 3 now. They're Decoruses. Beavers. Still no wild ones. Didn't really go over any place I know there's... Waypoint 3 would have a beaver. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just... You can already tell it's pretty bad. Oh, you can actually do that and leave it on, huh? That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Kind of cool. All right, so let's exit to main menu, and then we're going to get on my server.